This is Rue Valley, a sponsored segment from the stream. Thank you so much, Owlcat Games in the Motion Spark Studio. Owlcat, a lot of people might know already, behind Warhammer Rogue Trader, all the Pathfinder games. This is supposed to be a narrative adventure RPG, kind of similar. What I looked, it seemed to be like similar to Disco Elysium. I don't know if it's going to be as same topics, but it's supposed to be deeply personal and very like a big journey. So considering what Owlcat has published before, I'm assuming we're going to get pretty complicated in here. So yeah, some sort of time loop thing we're going to go through as well. So I have no idea, but we'll see. We have spotted noise. Okay, so we are going to create a character, a personality. Your behavior could barely be described as impulsive, but it's... Oh, this is depending on what I am, so I can go for, like... Switch traits. Oh, wait, what? Reckless impatience. But this could be both. Okay, how many points I have? I have 8 points. You're looking at applying this? It looks a lot like Disco Elysium in, like, the way it's approached. It's very stylish looking. When you get into the game, you see what I mean. But it's got a very cool art style to it. Am I creating me here? Am I... Let me see if I can create me. Introverted. There you go. That's his ambivert. Oh, it's in the center. It's extroverted, ambiverted. I guess. Awkward. Secretive. 2 and secretive. That's alright. That's a little... I feel a little bit of that. Reckless, impatient, paranoid, or indecisive. Is this more points? No, I'm still using points. Why did they use points to become paranoid? Maybe these are just negative ones. Yeah, all these are negative. Dramatic, guilt-ridden. Oh, so I'm using personality points for negative. It's like GURPS. In a way. It's like GURPS. Somewhat calculated. No, let me see here. Let me see. Impatient. I'm impatient. I'm a little indecisive too. But I have to go either one or the other way. I can switch traits, but only on the side that I'm... If I have 2 in one zone. Okay. I am impatient. I'm just trying to make me now at this point. But I could do this too. Indecisive. This is calculated. Impulsive. I am more impulsive than I'm calculated to, I think. I'm a little bit more. So let's do that. Okay, we have 5 points at least. In terms of mindful, sensitive, or indifferent. I'm a little flat. I think. Guilt-ridden. Not really. Maybe more before. Unkind. Chat! This is not... Okay. This is not about you. Okay? Don't think that this is supposed to be there. We can do flat. And I guess just add more points. 1, 2, 3. No, that feels weird. Secretive. I'm not so secretive or awkward either. Hold on a moment. Fine. That'll have to do. I have to do all the points anyway. There we go. Slightly reckless. I'm not that reckless. Let's do one less here and do one more there. There you go. Fine. It's not awkward. At least it's more secret than it is awkward. Fantastic. Let's keep it. Let's get it going. $8 a.m. What's gonna happen?
The frenetic sound coming from a century-old clock nudges you back to the present. The stale air perfects the image of the old motel room.
Look at its style. Look at his art style. Isn't it cool? By the way, I'm right in front of my character, so we have to... Oh, my game time is there too. Hold on. Game timer off. And I have to move my face. That works. That works. I'm a little small. Hello. That is probably fine. All right. Okay, cool. Continue.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Doctor takes off his glasses. Okay, it's gonna be one of those, like, pseudo narrative things. Oh, I can do this. I can do that. Pseudo narratively spoken out or whatever. Freeing his bushy eyebrows. Just nod. Yeah.
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now.
Sure.
Slight lack of motivation. More like total lack of motivation.
Okay, so now it's talking again.
You'd rather stay in bed all day instead of attending this joke of a therapy in the middle of nowhere.
Ah. Farce, they call therapy. He said joke of a therapy. This is a farce. He said joke. Excuse me? Are we using the language written therein, or are we using impromptu dramatic language? I don't know. What do you think? The music is already screaming Disco Elysium to me. I'm not against that.
And we'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours later during our sessions. But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all times if possible.
All right.
The silence befalls the room. A muffled sound of clanging from the outside only making the moment more uncomfortable.
This voice, that guy doing the narrator voice, he sounds... Where does he sound like he's from? It's a little European, isn't it? Blocked by flat. I'll try. I'm fine. Lie. I have to lie.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep
Good
us
to hear you can lie.
I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour, hence the alarm.
All right.
However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
I can say, can't you simply state that I'm fine so we can both move on, or it's another session really necessary? Hope this will be a one-time thing. 3, why do we have to do this here in the middle of nowhere? Or 4, my impatient trait, no questions and get up. That's so me! No tutorial, no mercy! No, let's see that, is another session really necessary? I feel like I'm doing okay.
Mr. Harrow, your case is not to be overlooked. We need to assess the situation carefully.
All right.
Your case. Not so long ago, nobody cared about what you do. Yet now, suddenly, your business is everyone's business.
Indeed.
This first session is more for you to get acquainted with me and my methods. We have a long road ahead of us. Any other questions?
Can say, can't you simply state that I'm fine so we can both move on? That's basically the same thing. 2, why do we have to do this here? That's the same thing. Oh, okay, so I can just keep asking questions. I'll just ask questions.
Mr. Harrow, that is out of the question.
Hey, come on.
This is a court-ordered therapy, and both of us could be fined or worse if we don't see it through.
A court-ordered therapy? That sounds serious. I like therapy when it's made by a duck. This is a duck-ordered therapy session. You have to limit 1 hour or the quackening will get loose. And we don't want the quackening to happen, now do we? It's an attempt to mimic roughly drawn, hand-drawn cell animation, but I just find it distracting. Oh really? Hotel Dusk did it better. I don't know about Hotel Dusk. You find it distracting. I can see how it's distracting, because it's like there's jostly. It's jostly, but I don't know. I find it's artistic. I like the touch of it, but I don't know. I'm not an expert. I still aesthetically don't mind it though. I like the color usage as well. I like that it kind of feels like 3D, but it's drawn in a way. It's weird. I don't know. It sits in that like weird place where intrigue more than I don't know if my artistic integrity can judge it that well, but it feels like, okay. At least it's different than, let me show you a thing that I don't necessarily am too much of a fan of, but this also has to be said, but shh, don't mention this to Konami, because if you mention this to Konami, I will have your head. Okay. So, for example, this is great. This is the Suikoden remake that just released. This is great. So, this is good art style choices. There's a lot of things going on there. This is a collab of many things. The pixel art is being done as is, on top of some blurry textures with low resolution in the background, but not necessarily perfect either. You can see there's still like there's still traces of pixelation on the mat, more around the character. Perfect. I like the shadow. The shadowing also has like this Atari squish to them sometimes with another resolution. So that's a pixel resolution and another pixel resolution on that. This is fantastic. That's just molto bene. That's what we love with our remasters, don't we? But again, as I said, don't tell Konami that. If you tell Konami, I will smack you, chat. I will smack you in the groin. If you don't have a smacker, I'll buy one. Yeah, it does have a very... I guess it is very cartoonic. If you see, like, the way this stuff pops up, it's super, like, comic book style, isn't it? Yeah.
And I have my own professional reasons, besides the legal ones. You require help, and I've been designated to provide it. I've never let a client down, and I'm not about to do it now. Anything else?
That's all.
All right then. That's it for today.
We had 1 hour exactly, right?
Through the door, you hear that sound again.
You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
My room? What room? You okay? Next to you is the source of the clangs you heard from inside. Young woman beating up an old vending machine.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Give me my coffee!
I don't have much left. Keep it a little small.
Spit it out already!
Oh, look at this. Oh, so weird. Ooh.
Come on, you thief!
I like it.
I'll break you open if I have to.
See, this is why I want more like AAA developers to do. Like, we're done with trying graphics now. Now we just want something of our own. We want something that's unique.
Coffee, you jerk.
More creative approaches, because we just like the, ooh, that's weird. Hey, stop.
Spit it out already.
You're just punning the life of that poor machine. Could she be here for therapy as well? Who knows, but unlike you, she definitely looks like she needs it. Poor woman, she should consult with a real professional, not a charlatan like Dr. Fink. Or nobody needs to be sent away from their home to this dump, regardless of their mental state. That's a poor woman. So I'm thinking to myself and getting a response. So I'm like the narrative guy at the same time as I'm also asking myself the logic of this situation. Maybe she just needs someone willing to listen to her. Why don't you say hello? See if you could help somehow. Or is that too much to ask right now? Blocked by lack of motivation. Talk to her. I can only leave. All right, man.
You thief.
I'm sorry. You have to deal with this problem on your own. Oh, I can run. My total lack of motivation restricts me from caring about you getting coffee right now, lady. I'm so sorry. Plastic bottles, some empty, others half empty. A partially eaten breakfast, some old clothes, torn and faded, and all covered in mixture of grease and spoiled orange soda. Amid this murky pool, you catch a glimpse of your own face. Smudge of reflection in your hand. Smudge it in my hand. What am I doing? Like, I can understand stomp on your distorted image in the puddle, but smudge the reflection with your hand? In the pool? Am I gonna smudge it? Just like grab me? Like, but that's like, I'm not gonna get my hand dirty. Stomp on the puddle. I can walk away. Just walk away. Being aware of an option and wanting to choose it, but having it completely blocked out of your control is basically how ADHD is. Damn. You hitting hard, Amdor. You're hitting hard there. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a journey. This is only the demo, by the way, so if you check out the link that's in the pinned comments. The actual devil is that baby glass of coffee. Me? This one? It's nice. It's a little child coffee. This is a demo for the Next Fest. Even though Next Fest has just ended in a way. Wait, where's my copy paste? Oh, that's true. I did the image. And check out the game and wishes it to get when the game is out. Just, you know, show some love for this. It's Owlcat Games, the publisher. I'm not really familiar with the other developers exactly, but when you get Owlcat Games, you get two things. A large game of a lot of story stuff. Second thing, possibly a little bit buggy, but that will iron itself out as the time moves on. Let's see. I can go up here. What? Excuse me. Replay. How are you walking upstairs? Who does that? Is that my personality that does this? Can I run? It's like a monkey looking for bananas. Room 5 or 6. The pain is peeling from the wood of the door, but number 6 is new, shiny, and chrome. Try the knob. You press the knob and push the door, half expecting it to work. It's locked. Try the knob again. Still locked. I'll leave. That didn't resolve to anything. Just keep trying the knob. A fused spine? That's a gate, alright. That's a gate. Okay, I guess we can't do anything right here, right now. This is a no vacancy. He walks normally downstairs though, holding on to this one. Very realistic, but I don't know if they went for the realistic look and going up. If you're going up fast, I get it. This is a if you're doing double steps. Is he doing double steps? He is. If you're doing double steps, you look a little weird. I get it. If you're a little bit busy going up, you don't look great. But okay, that's what we're going with. Hose. It's coiled like a sleeping serpent. Okay, very imaginative mind we have. The machine wheezes in suffering. Okay, we gotta check into the office here. All the attention of the girl behind the counter is occupied by the ongoing phone call. She responds to the person on the other end. Social check, trying to get her attention. Did we fail? It's best to let her make the first move. She'll soon notice you on her own. End the phone call and ask if she can help you. That's what receptionists are supposed to do. Pretend to look at the leaflets laying on the desk and hope she will address you eventually. You grab a leaflet and stare through it, mentally preparing for the imminent conversation. Oh god. I mean, they did say this was supposed to be like a deeply personal journey, and I can already get the idea they're going with there. Having like the whole Disco Elysium vibe to it, and like they specifically told me that like it's a deeply personal narrative game about self-discovering resilience. But there's also this fucking mysterious time loop thing that's gonna happen later on. I don't know. But yeah, that'll be something. Coin flips. Well, I don't know how much coin flips it is. It didn't say what kind of role it was. This is a social check. I do have a total lack of motivation though. It's not what you don't want. It's not that you don't want to do all sorts of things. It's more like you lack the capacity to even initiate most of them. What is left of you is a creature driven by its basic needs and quirks. Limited interactions. You can't really see this, but it's alright. It's not too much in the way. You either manage to look like you're really here for the leaflets, or she simply doesn't care.
Yes?
She says
Yes,
to the
I'm
person on
sure.
the other end of the line. After a few dozens anxiety-filled seconds, you finally realize she's not about to cut her call short just because you happen to show up. Leave.
Giant donuts.
Okay.
I have no idea where you are.
Right. Check out the leaflets I was pretending to read earlier. No, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna have a seat. I'm gonna have a seat. Sit down. And mess with my phone while I wait. I could also be sit patiently doing nothing, but that's blocked by impatience. The phone bleeps to life with a lock screen that is obviously years old. If it wasn't a collection of pixels, it would be musty with age and neglect. I could play a quick match of hyper-casual protagonists while you wait. Hyper-casual protagonists? Marvel Rivals? Scroll through your feed to kill some time. I would scroll through my feed. You start scrolling through stale memes, boring news articles, beach photos of ex-acquaintances, and poorly targeted sponsored posts. Scroll some more. In one picture, a grinning middle-aged stranger is apparently showcasing his newest baby. Thanks to a cleverly applied filter, both of them sport donkey ears. That's so cool. Oh my god, that's lovely. Scroll some more. In an overly long and arguably racist video, a non-native speaker is repeatedly making embarrassing linguistic errors. They often turn out to be unintentional double entendres. Hilarity ensues. Arguably racist. Let's calm down here. Come on now. Minutes pass, but the phone call is still not at its end.
Yes. Now, turn right, and then immediately take a slight left.
She explains to the person on the call. Back to the phone. Gentle touch, the phone screen turns on again. Leave. Stand up. I'm not gonna play a phone game. I'm gonna leave. Hey. Grab the pen. Clerk is laser focused on her call. She doesn't even notice you grab the pen. If you want to snatch her attention as well, you failed. Doodle something. No, just fucking put the pen. I'm leaving. Well, your escapade with the pen killed a dozen seconds, but the phone call is still going strong. There's plenty more waiting to be done. Fuck it. I'm out. She ain't gonna. I'm better wait inside. She might start another call as soon. Oh, come on! Hey!
Sounds like you missed the exit.
He says to her conversation, partner in disappointment. Hello! Come on. Talk to her. Talk to her.
Can you see the industrial compressor sign? No?
Come on. This has to be. I'm not gonna wait forever.
No, it wouldn't. We need...
Stop. Come on! Shut up!
No. That would lead you right back to the barricade.
She's not going. Oh, come on. Do I actually have to, like, play my phone thing?
Crap.
I can't leave either. The relentless dirt has smudged and stained the glass beyond the endless flat of the desert. Its vastness is hypnotizing. Stare through the window to pass time. Beyond the empty parking lot, there's only barren desert, stretching for as far as the eye can see. Its emptiness is drawing you in. You hear the receptionist mutter as if answering some unasked questions of yours. Then you notice small patches of green hidden in the sand. It seems there's always something to be found in nothingness if you stare at it long enough. Smudge my sweaty fingers all the window glass. You carefully test the glass, touching it with your pinky first. It leaves a neat oval fingerprint. Print your impression of the desert outside. Okay, this is getting too much. Come on, let's move on. Work on the masterpiece. I want dialogue, and let's do a mysterious time loop instead of just waiting forever. I guess we're doing it? Please, move on. She's still giving directions.
Yes.
Come on! Is it some sort of puzzle?
Turn right. You missed it again?
Grab the leaflets. A picture of a huge rocket and a group of people in red jumpsuits sharing with bottles of water. Above it all, the Coral Destiny logo. Look at the other side. Picture of an endless desert. The caption at the bottom reads, "Free bottled water for the people of Rue Valley. Courtesy of Coral Destiny, your favorite space agency. Take the leaflet." Okay. Can we
Can you
please
see the industrial compressor sign?
just move on
No?
at this point?
Okay. Let's try it.
I mean, I get the idea that you want to kind of convey that awkward... I can't even play now. That awkward, introverted, or shyness or whatever, but this is too much.
No. That would...
Well, I just...
You're at the giant donut again?
What do you mean? Count the bushes out there. 2, 3, 4. I get it. Funny, haha. I need content, or we can't just keep doing this. Oh, she's finally done. This overstayed is welcome, honestly. Like, you gotta start hard on this. Like, the conversation with the therapist, that's like, okay, it's starting something. I'm like, why is this a court-ordered therapy session? Why it's going on here? But then this is like, yeah, it's trying to like think about how, oh, it's awkward, and this is how you would be in an awkward situation, but it's too forced. You should be able to like, okay, snap out of it. Time goes by and the girl at the reception desk is still talking. Is she?
All
No,
right.
she's not.
I understand. Yes. Bye.
Now she's talking in the mid-air.
Hi. Can I help you? I would
Yeah,
have
you
finished the
can.
call earlier if I knew you were waiting for me. You're too quiet.
I think okay, I get it. I'm blocked by secretive. I didn't want to interrupt. I said, no, I just didn't feel like checking it right away. Secretive. Yeah, let's do that one.
You didn't feel like it. And how about now?
Now is good.
Okay, let's get you into your room.
Thank you.
So, number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything is prepared for you, and this is your key card.
Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. Reach toward the keycard. You stretch your arm politely, hoping she'll hand you the card, but she's completely ignoring your gesture and excitedly waving it around.
I see you're confused by this. You were expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you? Well, we've decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
That's great. May I? She nods in response, but then continues as if you haven't said anything. God damn it, so annoying.
Actually, one reason, to be perfectly honest. The guests just kept on losing their keys. It was exhausting. And my uncle didn't like the cost of replacing so many locks.
Close your eyes, turn your senses off, and wait for her to finish. Hey, Mitchell. They say chat as well. We're just playing. We're basically just in the early throws. It started very interesting. I had to wait too long for this one, but it's looking promising. I love the art style choice. I hope that it won't be too much forced. Like the issue with this one is that yes, you were forced to wait, and at the beginning it's like okay, good, because it's trying to kind of force you to feel awkward, like you maybe wanted or like you maybe would have done yourself. But then it's just like forcing the player, me, to just exhaust options to wait, and then it ruins the kind of like the idea of like, oh, I'm awkward and this feels like a response I would choose in the game, but now it become like that I need to do everything to talk to her, so that just seems weird. I wanted to stop her earlier, but hopefully we'll see how it goes from here. It's supposed to get quite involved and weird later on, so I don't know how long we'll get in the demo, but we'll see. Yeah, if it's on rails or not. We want to see if it's going to be on rails or not, I guess.
How great is that? It makes my life so much easier.
Noise? She takes a deep breath, planning to continue, but a notification sound from her phone interrupts her. Oh god. She immediately grabs her phone, smiles, and starts typing a message as she suddenly forgot she was talking with you.
So, here's your key card, and I'll need your signature here.
She puts some kind of documents on the counter. Sign
Thank you. I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
Sure you are, here. Not mentally, though. Thank you. Oh my god, leave. Yeah, heavily influenced by Disco Elysium. You can tell by the vibes early on. But this one's the best one. Yeah! The paint, we read this one before. Use room 6 keycard. Tiny green dot of light shows up near the knob. The door is unlocked. Enter. Ah, beautiful. Hundreds of strangers have slept on this bed, leaving behind flakes of dead skin. Thanks. Still, you can't wait to jump into the sheets and contribute to the collection. Unfortunately, between you and the object of your desire, on the folded sheets lies a dusty suitcase. Your suitcase, the smallest one you own. I'm blocked by motivation to open it. I can't deal with this right now. Put it away. Yeah, it's such a chore, but the more you prolong it, the worse it will get. If you don't unpack now, it'll feel ever harder and more points to do it later. Yeah, but I'm still not gonna do it. Step by step, a simple act of unpacking will become an insurmountable burden, and even thinking about it will make you feel weak and powerless. That is true. Do you really want to crawl back into that deep black pit? Blocked by impatient. Alright, let's open the suitcase, just get it done already. Or, I am impatient, so I can't be bothered with this right now. Put it away and I'll fall straight into bed. So definitely, like, the character choices we had in the beginning is making us not do jack shit. So there's already, like, different paths from that, but it's more like set in stone for our personality, how the journey is going. Well, living out of your suitcase is the surest way to feel transient. This way you can at least continue telling yourself that therapy will be over soon. And now that the suitcase has been dealt with, the motel room is officially your home. Did I open it? No, it's just there. Okay. It's just lying there. This can never be home. It is now, whether you like it or not. I'm not even going to have the suitcase targetable. Take a shit. There are so many dark patches that it can barely be called a mirror. Small cup on the shelf. Look at the mirror. The mirror splotches makes interesting patterns on your face. You can see a dark circle here, a mole there, a patch of wrinkles. I know that face too well. No need to discern every little detail. Truth be told, you prefer not to look at it. Look at it again, okay? Stranger who looks exactly like he was looking you straight in the eye. Ooh! It's me, but it's not me. I'm stranger. Ooh. The hotel you worked at, Sin 4K, has passwords for each room that reset every day. Ooh. Great stuff. You should have what I had with, like, the last hotel that I was living at. I used the, you know, I decided to use the extra safe in the hotel room. Just like, okay, I'll use it just to be safe. And then I use it, and then the machine resets somehow. And I can't open it anymore. And it has my laptop in it. I was like, okay, that's great. And then, like, check with the reception. They come up to help me. They don't know how it works. So now my laptop that I want to have extra security for is now extra unsafe. It's just like, now it's stuck. If I would have just kept it under a pillow or anything else, that would have been fine. But I decided to try to be extra with it, and that was the worst choice. Okay, well, I can go to bed. We did eventually get it out, but it took some time. Fall onto the bed. Crawl. I like to fall into bed. I like that. Not crawl. Not exactly that rough, but similar. You fall into the bed with all your weight. It croaks and squirms of cloud and dust. Skin particles rises up. Ugh. As soon as your head touches the rough pillow, though, the tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you both physically and mentally. You're desperate to get some sleep. Yet after weeks of wakeful nights, you know it won't come that easy. Block my impatience to close my eyes and go to sleep. Or phone. I can mess with my phone. I just phone. Phone statistics. With the gentle touch, the phone screen turns on again. Another hyper-casual protagonists? No. Scroll. I'm not gonna play hyper-casual protagonist again. Every post looks like you've already seen it before. Same old, same old. But that doesn't stop me. The phone's calling. Check who's calling. The screen simply reads unknown number. You feel betrayed by your own phone masking the identity of the mysterious caller. Put on silent. I'm not gonna answer that. You silence your phone as the mystery of the call's identity gently teases you. Well, back to the phone. We wouldn't answer an unknown number. We don't. Play a quick match of the stupid game. This is settling. I'm supposed to be relaxing. It's not your fault. You're simply too nervous to play a stressful game like this. Alright. Nothing else to do except close your eyes and sleep will come. The illusion of choice, in a way. For a precious moment, there's only darkness and silence, but your mind refuses to calm down. And soon your thoughts start chasing each other in circles. Oh, video game? From the blur of half-formed memories and impressions, an image of the receptionist emerges. Ugh! You're desperate trying to catch her attention, but she's completely engrossed in the ongoing phone call. Pretend to look at the leaflets. Yeah, but we did that. The pathetic attempt of acting, or were you a bad actor on purpose, hoping she'd take pity on you? Memory. Oh, I see here. We're unlocking our memories of what happened. The image of the young woman flashes before your mind's eye. She's punching and kicking the old vending machine. Could she be for therapy? That's what we had earlier, right? Ignore her. This is what happened. Here's what it is. You have nothing to say, nothing to do, just the bare minimum. Familiar sound, your ringtone, the one you promised yourself you'd change ages ago. And then we put it on silence? Why would anyone answer a call from an unknown number? Exactly. Unexpected call. Memory unlocked. And this one is... Out of the swirling images, the bushy eyebrows of your new psychotherapist emerges, bouncing up and down as he talks.
Still with me, Mr. Harold?
Nod. Are you conserving your words or hiding the fact that you just don't have any? I bet it's the latter. Survive the first session with your court-assigned psychotherapist. Despite your effort to act normal, it seems he plans to keep you here for some time. As your consciousness keeps spinning around, the carousel of recent experiences turns into a cyclone of painful memories, repressed thoughts, and strange images. And then the figure of angry father towers over you. Dream. He says, frowning at you in disappointment. But I didn't do it at the end. The emptiness inside you grows, absorbing one more chunk of yourself. You are falling. The deepest pit of your childhood memories, warped by the tooth of time. An image of your father condemns you for your transgressions. Father! You're desperately trying, searching for something in the dark. Dusty attic full of broken furniture and random clutter. You don't recall ever being here before, but you know it's the attic of your own house. And every piece of old junk that you stumble upon feels somehow familiar, although you can't really recognize any of it. Search behind the pile of crumbling decades-old books. Look below the moldy remnants of a sofa. No. Open chest covered in cobwebs. Hell yeah, dude. Inside the chest is a pile of old letters. You can't remember if they are yours, but you know they're not worth reading. I didn't have to do the other ones again. Move the pile to the side and discover another pile of even older books hiding behind it. While moving the second pile, despite your care, some of the books simply turn to dust, only for a third pile to be revealed. A book so ancient you don't dare to even touch them. See, the thing about this that I don't necessarily like is that if I'm going to choose all the options or decide to just give up, honestly, just go. Just give me all of them without giving me an option. Just keep the conversation going. I think as a video game maxusen, as I am, is that I feel like it's so easy to spot like the bullshit choices. Like it's just narrate it for me. If it doesn't have any impact in some sort of way, it's like, oh, you can do this, you can do that, you can do everything anyway. I don't need to press the buttons. I know that I don't really play too many other like narrative RPG, like Mass Effect stuff where you have like your own choices, but I feel a lot of time that you can just spot the dud. Spot the dud. This is just a random choice. The illusion of choice. And if it's better if you choose something and then it moves on. Because then if you choose something and it moves on, then you feel like I made a choice. Game proceeds to move on, bearing my choice in mind. Look below the moldy sofa. You look underneath the sofa and only darkness meets your eye. You stretch out your arm reluctantly, but first find only dust and dead insect shells. Give up! Attic. You've been desperately looking for something in a dark, dusty attic full of broken furniture and random clutter. You don't know what you've been searching for, but you know you haven't found it. What is this dream supposed to do here? Just finding the memories for physiotherapy stuff? You find, or like psychotherapy, whatever it was. You find yourself walking through a desert. Your eyes are fixed on the guide in front of you. And your feet are trying to keep up with their steady pace. The distance between you keeps growing until the guide becomes merely a dot nearing the horizon. Once you finally admit you can no longer see them, your body collapses onto the cracked earth below. You surrender to the bittersweet feeling of hopelessness and decide the spot will be your grave and the sun your executioner. Oh, Jesus. Deep one. The blocked by a flat cry. Good. Blocked by total lack of motivation. Summon your strength and get up. Look up at your headsman. As you gaze at the sun, green and purple afterimages start appearing on your eyelids at every time you blink. And the sun, it keeps staring back at you relentlessly, without the slightest intention of ever moving away from the zenith. Walking through the endless desert, you couldn't keep up with your only guide and accepted a slow, painful death from the merciless desert sun. The Walk by Stephen King. And now a new memory of this. Emancipate the cocooned memories. Why bring back old painful memories? Better leave them hidden deep inside and forget about them. Right? Or are you strong enough to confront them? Hold to commit. Not enough willpower. enough willpower, Daddy! Oh, no. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna play video games. Don't worry, these are not real memories. But they are the embodiment of my feelings. More like random neural activity in your brain. Best forget about them. Well, they didn't feel random at all. Could be, but are you so strong enough to confront them? Not yet. Confront my emotional dreams! No, nope, nope. TikTok. TikTok wins. The sound of a car engine and screeching tires urges you to open your eyes, bringing you back to miserable reality once more. Thirsty status. Ooh, nice! I'll deal with that right now. Your head still spinning in a whirlwind of uncontrollable thoughts. Your nostrils pick up a curious smell of dust and your throat is as dry as a desert. Heh, because desert. It was foolish to hope you'd fall asleep. Thirsty, get up and find some water. Why did you go this way? Can't you go that? Okay, whatever. I am curious how it will like start to keep going. Because it is that thing where you store memories in a graph. And you can unlock intentions and mindset as you progress uniquely through the story. I have here like written it down. You can commit to quirky mindsets for unexpected and hilarious dialogue. So this will like change. So this is still intro. Maybe it's even more locked for a demo. Hopefully it's like more of that kind of an idea. But yeah. It's very personal idea, at least a personal development. Yeah, it's very Disco Elysium inspired, I would say. They did not mention that specifically, but I think I can pretty safely say that that's an inspiration, yeah. I mean, they might have said it elsewhere, but not in my current, like, kits. Oh!
God damn it!
You heard a man yell from inside his vehicle. Even through the tinted windshield, you can feel his frustration.
Come on, start, you piece of shit!
I'll get the... Judging by the careless driving you just witnessed, the man is either under the influence or another patient of Dr. Finks. He's probably drunk. Good thing he's driving through a desert. That lowers the risk of him hurting anyone but himself. Come to think of it, could it be that's exactly what he's trying to do? I'd rather not think about that right now. Right, let's find something to drink. Which was not in my... Couldn't I grab a drink from the bathroom? First, you turn on the tap and drink some water. As soon as you turn on the tap, a horrible smell fills your nostrils. Oh. It's like there's a plumbing issue in hell and all that blocked sewage is feeding directly into this faucet. Great. And you see the water streaming out of the tap. It's a robust shade of jet black mixed with chunks of silt. I can't. I'm reckless. Walk by reckless. I would change my mind. I'm not touching the water. Nowadays, everything is supposedly unhealthy. Proceed. Oops. As soon as the first drop of water enters your mouth, the taste of mud and sharp metals overwhelms you. And before you have a chance to stop, it reaches down your throat and into your stomach. Ugh. Bile starts rising up with remnants of what meager food you ate today. The toilet has to be the most natural place to unload the contents of your stomach. Yep. Let's do it there. I like the extra... Hiya! At last, that horrible, horrible taste of heavy metals and toxic soil is gone. Replaced by one of stinging acid and semi-digested food. But instead of quenching your thirst, you expel what little liquid you had inside your stomach, making you even weaker and more dehydrated. You could do both here. Flat, it doesn't make any difference. I was already miserable. Thirsty, there has to be some sort of drinkable water in the motel. This is what we're going for. An optimistic assumption. Shut up. Shut it! He touched the toilet. No, that's okay. I put my hands in my pocket. It's a self-cleaning device. I like this look, though. Oh, it's quite cool. Ah, Jesus! Jump as if someone jabbed you in the stomach. For a split second, the whole world was exploding, but it was just a thunderclap. The loudest one you ever witnessed. At least my reflexes still work. As well as your heart. It's racing with the sudden shock. There's nothing to use this unwanted excess of adrenaline for, so it keeps lingering, eating you from inside out while you still stand alone and thirsty in the middle of an empty parking lot. A bit excessive for a thunder or lightning bolt, but if it's super loud, I guess it kind of makes sense. You'd also do a little jig every time there's some thunder. Good thing. Water! Thirsty. It's your first desperate thought, but even if the hose was on, you know you wouldn't want to drink what could come out. Alright. Ice. Hopefully you won't have to melt ice in your mouth to quench your thirst. Truth be told, that's not a bad idea. That's a terrible idea. Who knows how old that ice is? Plus, there's a vending machine just a couple steps away. Nah, it seems broken. Put some ice into your mouth. You open the machine and put a bit of frozen water in your tongue. It has a flavor. I'm impatient. Chew on it to help it melt faster. You start chewing on the ice aggressively and your teeth immediately start hurting. Ugh. Oh, that's great. Am I dead now? Suddenly the night sky turns blood red and feel an infinite scream. Ah! Passing through everything. Unbearable anxiety washes over you. Hide. But you can't hide from the whole sky on fire any better than you can from your own past. Anxious apprehension. At least I don't have to face it. Close your eyes. Your eyelids connect and darkness greets you for a mere second. But as always, the carousel of suffering starts spinning immediately. How do I stop? That's easy. Simply stop being you. Oh, big bubba. What kind of an answer is that? Receptionist says whimsically, emerging from the whirlwind. You're expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you? No, I was expecting an answer. I wasn't expecting as you. But the receptionist disappears, and instead the fiery sky begins burning its way through the darkness, cutting several straight, narrow slits into your closed eyelids. I want this to stop! Squeeze eyelids! Yeah! Squabble! Well then keep craving, keep clinging, keep suffering. I've got no choice. I have no willpower! I have become mud! You become what? I am mud, and I don't feel shame for admitting my mudness. Continue.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Not really. Stop the carousel and focus on something else. Sure, there's something pleasant to think of instead of this bushy-eyebrowed psychotherapist and this court-mandated therapy. Think of something interesting. But Dr. Finkel seems to become more real. Can you hear me? Yes, sorry.
It's all right. I am aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now, and we'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours.
Yeah, so now it's going time loopy on us. Lack of motivation, that's the least of your worries. While your mind is filled with this crushing, overwhelming sense of impending... Wait, did you hear that? Muffled sound of metallic clanging from the outside diverts your frail attention. For some unknown reason, your heartbeat accelerates and cold sweat appears in your armpits.
At all times, if possible.
Expect an answer from me. Nod.
Good. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour. Hence the alarm.
Yeah.
However, since this is your first session...
He stomps and looks concerned.
Mr. Harrow, you're shaking. Are you feeling unwell?
I'm great. Well, you endured the whole session stoically so far, but this one moment of anxiety could completely ruin your chance of being sent back home at any time soon. Emotional check. Try and act like the stable, well-adjusted person that you are. Green! I don't know what the roll is, but I got green, not red, so that's good. There's no denying you're upset, and the doctor has noticed it already. Best to be honest about it. I'd rather not talk about it right now. Best to be honest, I'm not gonna talk about it.
That's understandable. Sometimes it's hard to talk about our emotions, but we should never be ashamed of having them. Don't worry. With time, your skill and willingness to identify and communicate your inner states will surely improve. Just remember that trying to understand our feelings is always a good idea, and very often a necessary step in process of getting better. May I ask, how is your sleep these days?
Oh, great. I sleep fine. Lie.
Is that so?
He seems to inspect the dark circles on your eyes.
Well then, just in case you have trouble adjusting to your new bed.
He opens his hand, revealing a single purple pill in his palm.
There's no reflection in his glasses. Behind them, a pair of bushy eyebrows.
Why do you say some of the lines? Is it the demo? It might be the demo. Like, why would we choose to read some of them and not all of them? Reach for the pill.
Remember, what I'm giving you is a mild, non-prescription herbal hypnotic drug. Nothing more.
Take the pill.
Hopefully, it'll help you calm down and get some rest tonight. We'll continue tomorrow. All right then. Now, you only need to pick up the key card for your room, and I'll call the reception to make sure everything is in order. Sounds good?
No, I don't want to wait for her again. Get up. Maybe it's the kind of thing the Disco Elysium also had, where they didn't have as much voice acting in the beginning, then they released the definitive edition or something, didn't they? And they added more voice acting. Hey, I'm gonna take your door.
The exit is behind you. That's the bathroom.
May I use it?
Of course.
Thank you. Let's see if he has poo-poo pee-pee in here. The book's cover is dominated by a stunning redhead, her face elegantly made up, her dress tight, shadows gather all around her, but a gun in her hand shows she's ready for any threat. Not to mention that with that décolletage, she's definitely dressed to kill. Excuse me? Collins! Collins! Help! I don't know what a décolletage is. Low-cut neckline of a woman's garments.
Décolletage.
Décolletage. Décolletage. Alright. Neckline of woman's garment with a low neck. That's very specific. A décollette. BitConnect! A plunging neckline. Why does she have plumbing in her neckline? Above the woman, the title, Lilith Undercover, but all the author's name, T.J. Samson. Total literature, ignore it. A troubled and disoriented man meets your gaze from the other side of the mirror. He looks exactly like you, but somehow doesn't feel like you. What's happening to me? Must have gotten lost in thought for a moment while the doctor was speaking. It couldn't have possibly happened more than a couple of minutes ago. It feels like an hour has passed since. And then the sound of that old alarm clock awakened you from a daydream you can't remember, and this overwhelming tsunami of dread appeared out of nowhere. Anxious apprehension, splash water on your face to calm yourself down. I can do the purple pill? Purple pill. Like, get it in there. As soon as you turn on the tap, a horrible smell fills the room. Good old black, jet black water. This doesn't surprise you. Like you expected it to happen. Yeah, there you go. Swallowing the pill dry sounds like a far less disgusting task than putting even a drop of that tap liquid inside your body. Force the pill down the throat. Yep. Using saliva as a lubricant, you help the purple capsule find its way into your stomach. With no idea how long it will take until its effects kick in, so there's nothing to do but wait. Splash some water in your face. Calm down. Oh, it's just the same thing. I'm not touching that water. I can do it now. I'm not too... What was the other one? Stupid?
Refreshed yourself? Feeling a bit better now?
Not really.
Sorry to hear that. But you will get better with time, Mr. Harrow. Trust me.
Yeah, whatever. Trust me, he says. Yeah, I'll get better. Whatever, dude. Thank you. I'll leave just like people that are better do all the time. The source of the clangs is a young woman beating up an old vending machine. For some unknown reason, looking at her makes you even more nervous. I'm less impulsive now than I originally started out as. I had more spots in this one, so I'm changing over time. And so what's happening here is that things are time looping, but he doesn't think it's a time loop yet. He's experiencing it as is, but there's some sort of weird subconsciously, as he said with the water, like he expected it to happen, but he didn't know about it. So we're already getting into the weird, freaky part of the discovery here. She's still wailing on the poor machine. It's driving you crazy. Just get away from her.
Come on, you thief!
Oh, please, don't do this to me. Please just give me the keys. All the attention of the girl behind the counter is being by the phone call,
Yes.
of course.
Now turn right, and then immediately take a slight left. Hold on, I've got someone on another line. Hello, reception?
Right? In an instant, the realization dawns on you. Because of your anxious behavior at the end of the session, Dr. Fink must have just warned the receptionist of your condition. Smile at her. Not flat. She smiles back and touches the button again.
Hey, listen. I have to go now.
Yes!
So let's... I know. We'll have to manage without it today. I know. Sorry. Bye.
What? About without what? I want to know about your life.
Hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you?
No, I don't actually.
Are you ready to check in?
Yes.
Everything is in perfect order. Don't you worry a bit about anything.
Thank you. Her voice is filled with enthusiasm.
So, number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything is prepared for you.
Thank you.
And this is your key card.
Thank you. Reach towards it. You search around politely, hoping she'll hand you the card, but she's completely ignoring your gesture and is waving it around, just like before.
I see you're confused by this.
Yeah, same thing.
You must be very tired. Perhaps I'll tell you about it some other time. It's a really interesting story.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Here, I'll just need your signature.
Sign it?
Thank you. I'm here if you need anything.
Sure, bye, leave. Get the fuck out of here. At least this time
Now,
he called her. He didn't do that last time. Had to wait, god damn it. Hey, Lexi, babe, good to see you again. We're checking out a demo, sponsored demo of Rue Valley, a very Disco Elysium inspired video game published by Owlcat, the makers of Warhammer Rogue Trader and all the Pathfinder games and all that. So probably going to be a lot of dialogue and personal choices, which is good. They need that for this kind of stuff. Your dusty suitcase, smallest, yeah. Why am I afraid of unpacking? Perhaps you're scared of what you might find inside. Or maybe worried that by unpacking you accept that you're going to stay here for some time? What could be inside? You? Pfft.
I am in suitcase.
Could relax a bit in the armchair instead. Yeah, just go. I'm just gonna sit here instead now. Sit down. As soon as your buttocks, your ass touch the frayed armchair seat, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you. As before, it wanders to sleep, but unnerving restlessness is gnawing at you from the inside, like a colony of termites, munching on a piece of dead wood. Stare at the suitcase. What a pitiful inert object. It's full of my stuff. Stuff, clothes, phone charger, toothbrush, might as well be empty. But it isn't. Close your eyes and sleep will come. For a precious moment there's only darkness, but images start flashing quickly. Without your consent, a veritable carousel of impressions and experiences. We're back to the dream! No, we're not. Oh, the phone again! Check who's calling. Unknown number, right? I'm gonna answer it this time.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
Who wants to know?
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
My case?
Well, if my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in a treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests.
Okay.
Now, I'm sure you're quite concerned about it, Mr. Harrow, but don't worry. We're here to help you regain your rights.
I'm not... I'd rather not talk about it.
Mr. Harrow, I completely understand how you feel. Even for me, it's hard to talk, hard to even think about the injustice that has occurred. But we will work together to put an end to this undue response to your, well, unique situation. I mean, we have only known each other for a couple of minutes, and I can already see what a strong-willed individual you are. You know what you want, and nothing will stop you from getting it. So, I presume you're ready for the next step in our cooperation.
No, I'm not interested.
Of course, of course. I'll assume you have nothing against if I call again later just to make sure you haven't changed your mind. I'll write that down here. Eugene, Mr. Harrow, it was a pleasure. Talk to you soon. Tschüss.
German. Before I have any chance to say anything, the phone line is already dead. At least now you know you're not the only one who realizes the absurdity of this mandated psychotherapy. Close your eyes again, please. There it is. Darkness surrounds you once more, but the image returned, flashing quickly. Without your consent, a veritable carousel of impressions and experiences. This time, it is a veritable impression of carousels and experiences. So this is just the same thing? Okay. This one has changed. Unexpected call. The loudest thunder. Reflex still work as well as your heart? Yep. Same as before. But how does this, like, matter and put it all together? The fiery sky. If I hid like an idiot. Can't hide from the sky being there. Everything happened again after that. But then you came from your own past. Everything again, but nothing after. Yeah. Judging by the careless driving you just witnessed, the man is either under the influence or another patient of Dr. Finks. He's probably drunk. That's what we said. When did this happen? This evening, but later. But later. The meaning of what you just experienced is still hard to grasp. Is this some weird deja vu? The memories seem so real, and yet these things clearly never happened. Have you actually gone completely mad and they were right to send you to Dr. Fink? What if the careless driver really does show up? What if lightning actually strikes the motel and the night sky turns red? Find out next time on Wallaby Adventures. That was like a very typical, like, 70s outro. But what if this? But what happened to this thing? Well, find out next time and we'll solve the case together. Memory or fantasy? How could you remember something that is yet to happen? Then again, why would you imagine events so specific? Hold to commit! We're gonna hold to commit! Hold! not enough willpower. You want to get up and find out if these strange memories will play out in reality, or if it all is but the fever dream of a lunatic. Yet you can't. It's all too much. All you really want to do is forget you ever even had the weird visions. To forget about being here. To forget about the incident. The incident? Stay in the armchair forever. What the fuck? Forever. I have become one with chair. Right, well, I'm staying here forever now, so... Oh, it really is forever. GG. That's the end of the demo. Close your eyes again. Expect the image to return again at any moment. But gradually your thoughts begin to slow down and your consciousness lightens its feverish grip on you. No pressure. I lost my anxious apprehension. Nice. Cool. Yeah, sometimes you think about just lying on the floor forever. Maybe it's the purple pill. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Embrace sweet relief. What's this new music? Like a leaf on the wind, you're tossed this way and that. What's going on? My impulsiveness has increased again. It was down at 1.5, but now it's strong. Spark. What is this? A tiny spark of light seems to have taken root deep inside you. Must have broken away from that mighty forked bolt, the brightest lightning you ever saw earlier. The spark still without shape, still without purpose, but full of potential. Ah! Jeez, fucking... Ah, jeez.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Ah.
Ah, the light.
Ah, the light. Sound of the loudest thunder jerks you out of your slumber. The speck of energy, now fully grown, is pulsing in your chest. You remember this feeling. And yes, you finally recognize what it is. Your pathetic attempt at forgetting about what you experienced earlier is shattered. Jesus Christ. Brain? I can go back to this when I want to now. The double music here is freaking me out. Get out of it! Get out of it! Get out of your brain! Get out of your brain, buddy! Escape from brain! Phone. Phone screen turns on again. Leave. What's going on with me? I'm fucked. Ah! What am I doing? The music's awkward, uncomfortable. I don't know if the demo is locked or if we're fucked. And it's part of the whole thing. It feels like this brain popped up like we were supposed to do something. You guessing it's a bug? It might be a bug. It's almost really cool though if it even if it is a bug. Because this is a pretty cool game mechanic. If it is supposed to happen, I don't think it is. It's overstaying its welcome. But the inability to do something, slightly panicking. This is a great game mechanic if intended, but I think it's overstayed its welcome. If this was for a minute, that's great. But at this point, we're getting 2 songs, we're getting the game. I don't think it's working. Save and exit. I think it broke. Let's see. Yeah, this is exactly ADHD. You just can't do anything. Oh man, we gotta do that again? Sit down, stare at your suitcase. It'll still full of my stuff. But it isn't. Close your eyes. We'll do the same thing and I'll press slowly this time. I did say sit down forever. Answer the phone. I'll do the same thing.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene?
Who wants to know?
My name is Percy Rugger, and
My case.
well,
Continue.
now I'm sure you're quite concerned about
dare not to talk about it.
Mr.
Rather
Harrow,
not talk about it.
So, I presume you're ready.
Not interested right now.
Of course,
Continue. Close your eyes again. Alright, close. Read this. He's probably drunk. Alright, and this. Okay, now start pressing slower. Okay? Thing, bong. Hide. Nothing happened afterwards. Close. Deja vu. And then this memory thing. And we held to commit and it all broke. Not enough willpower. You want to get up and find these strange memories? Fever dream of a lunatic. You can't. It's all too much. All you really want to do is to forget you ever had these weird visions. To forget about being here. Forget about instant stay in the armchair forever. I mean, I guess it is not a bug. But the brain shows up though. This is crazy. This is weird. There. Close your eyes again, right? Expect the image to return at any moment. I'm gonna wait. Press. Gradually your thoughts begin to slow down and your consciousness lightens its feverish grip on you. No pressure. Lost, anxious, but goth swamp ass. You're going to Champs Swanbeg? Thanks for hanging out. Happy Friday, man. Was it the purple pill? Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Embrace sweet relief. Like a leaf on the wind, you're tossed this way and that. That's a spark. Tiny spark of light. Continue. Broken away from the forked bolt. Continue. I'm just pressing very methodically. Spark still in shape. Attention. There's the lightning where the light. We press the button. Jerks the stomach. Continue. Wait. Door? There's the brain. A speck of energy now fully grown is pulsing in your chest. You remember this feeling. Continue. To finally recognize what it is, your pathetic attempt at forgetting about what you experienced earlier is shattered. Okay, so now it's pointing to the brain, right? We're stuck. Pointing to the brain. And... it feels like a demo bug, if anything. Hold to commit again. Oh, maybe this thing. Oh, I probably could hold to commit again. You have to find out if the careless driver showed up again. You must know if the sky will really be set ablaze. You need to see if everything will happen again, and if it does, you need to remember. Large thunders have happened as you foresaw, so are the other strange visions real too? Did the careless driver visit the motel while you were sleeping? Will the sky really turn red? I'm up from my chair. Yeah, I got one speck of motivation, a tiny crumb of willpower. I have some motivation! I always like to eat cheesecake in the bed! No, that took a lot of energy to commit to saying. The rain has slackened off and you see nothing out of the ordinary, nothing you could put your finger on. If the careless drivers visited the motel, he has surely left already while you were sleeping. Yet as you exit the room, the hair rises on the back of your neck and an eerie sensation takes hold of you. Investigate strange occurrences, glance towards parking lot. You stare at the reflections on this wet, dark asphalt. The memory begins unfolding in your mind again. He enters the car, starts the engine, and then he hits the transformer while driving in reverse, smashing his rear light before driving away in a cloud of smoke. If this really happened, you may be able to find some evidence down there. Oh, I'm a detective now! Come close to the transformer, you immediately notice a couple of red plastic shards. Look at the shards. There's several small ones scattered all around, translucent triangles and rhomboids. The largest of them is lying right next to the transformer, shiny and wet, boldly staring at you from the dirty asphalt. Inspect the largest shard. The shard is obviously part of a broken taillight. This means he's been here already. There's no other option. I knew I could find something here, and I did. That has to be true. The red lights! And then, before you can wrap your head around all this, the skies are once again set ablaze! Exactly as you remembered, only confusing you even further. What will happen now? You will find yourself back at Dr. Finn's office in a moment. Will you remember anything? Or was this a one-time thing, and the evening will now continue as if nothing has happened? Fuddled, you cast your gaze on your wristwatch. It's 8:47 p.m. You're back at Sesame Street. Elmo's looking at you quizzically. Did it? Hey, buddy. We're
Still
back.
with me, Mr. Harrow?
You have my full attention.
Mr. Harrow, I am aware of a slight lack of motivation.
You're motivated too. You just need to remember. To remember? There's something very important. Awful sound. Interrupts your train of thought. Kicking a little vending machines emerge in your mind. Like the first rock in an avalanche, it's inevitably followed by others, and more memories start emerging. Receptionist, thunder, mysterious driver, finally that of yourself standing in front of the transformer under the fiery sky.
But I'm quite satisfied with the do
Hoping
I
you
have.
won't forget everything again. Alexandra, thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Everything happened again. Loudest of thunderclaps happened as you foresaw. You found several red plastic shards by the powered transformer, where the careless driver smashed his rear light, and then the sky turned red again. Hold to wrap up. As you struggle to put the memories in the correct order, your mental fog dissipates, and two simple words form on your lips. Time loop. It's a time loop, isn't it? As you struggle to put the memories in the correct order, your mental fog, it's the same thing. You're in a time loop. Seems like you're trapped in some sort of time loop where the... Well, okay. Dr. Fink pulls you from back to the old motel room.
I don't think I follow, Mr. Harrow.
Oh, he heard me say time loop.
Elaborate?
No, Doctor Who. I don't think you heard me. Whoa! 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 Interesting. great except for one part. Why did I need to be stuck with the receptionist for so long in the beginning? I wanted out of that. I wanted to say something to her, but the game wanted me to exhaust every option of being awkward, which I didn't really feel that awkward, but the game wanted to. Cool. Wishes the game. I don't know when it's gonna be out. I don't know if they have a release date yet. Let's see on Steam. Check out the link in the chat. This is a sponsored segment from Owlcat Games. It's coming soon. Okay, so we don't know yet. We don't have an idea yet, my friends. No clue. That was a great graphical style. It is a very nice looking game, yeah. I wonder how much the choices change depending on personality, though. I'm not sure. I hope it's gonna be very Disco Elysium-like, so you can have like a lot of strong opinions and different things to go about it. I'm excited about this one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play day one or whatever, but I'm definitely, just like Disco Elysium, it's a game that I really enjoy experiencing. A little bit on my own, maybe checking out what other people do as well. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for the sponsored segment. Thank you guys for watching as well. And that should be it for today. I don't really have much more to do right now. We're not gonna go back to playing Lunacid, but we'll go back to playing Lunacid tomorrow. All right? Is that okay for you guys? Can we go back to playing Lunacid tomorrow? Will you be okay with that? Will you be happy to Lunacid tomorrow? Anyways, cool stuff. Thanks for being here, everybody. Blue Pastry, Rabbit Ducky, Sabletooth, Federican, Grim Fandango. Okay, fine. Easy going. Thank you for hanging out. Narmal, Cardinator, Alexander FD, and thank you for the sub as well. Thank you for sliding into the sub. Sorry, a little harm to end the day off. Yeah, because we can do another 24-hour stream, shouldn't we? Thank you, Amdor, Sin4K, everybody else for watching. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.